an early start of a new week. On working days, I always like to start early. That means that my alarm goes off around 4:30. Sometimes I wake up before my alarm. That means that I wake up around 4 o'clock in the morning. That's early, but this makes it possible for me to already walk 2 or 3 rounds before I go to work. I always think it's important that your dog already had a good walk before you start working. So that's what I like to do. And yes, that means that I get out of bed very early. So it's 8 o'clock and I arrived at work. So I'm gonna feed the dogs. They will get the breakfast now, and then I'm gonna let them pee, and then they will stay in the car because we have, I think, 2 or 3 surgeries scheduled this morning. So I will take them in maybe the afternoon, or otherwise they stay in the car today, and then they will be in the clinic tomorrow. Then I feed the dogs. Sometimes I already do it at home. Sometimes I do it at the clinic. In their breakfast, they normally don't get any supplements, so that's why I can feed them like this. I just take a spoon and I just feed them what they need. When they got their breakfast, I always take them out to pee or do something they need to. Some dogs need to take a shit after the breakfast, other ones don't. But that way I make sure that everybody has done everything it needed. So all the dogs did what they needed to do. The car is locked, and now we're going to start a day in the clinic. So now I'm gonna make sure everything is ready to use. So the X-ray, let me put it on. And then I need to put on a computer. Then the fat station, I need to put on some things and put on light everywhere. So that's that. I think we have a patient that stayed the weekend. So first thing I'm going to do when everything is on is to check on them to see how they did. I already smelled him. It was a cat that wasn't able to pee anymore. So he has a little tube into his penis so the urine can get out. And I think we're gonna remove it today, but that's why I already smell him, because well, urine doesn't smell that good, but he's doing fine. He loves the cuddles. I know, boy. And now everything is clean, so he will get his breakfast in a minute. But this is always how I start when we have a patient here. I always like to clean them first, give them their breakfast, and then start doing other things. After the first surgery, we did an ultrasound on a dog. The intestines were very full, so we decided it was best to do surgery on the dog. That meant that we had an extra surgery that morning, so the schedule was quite full. When all the surgeries are done, I start with cleaning. I first clean all the materials that we used. That way they can already dry, and afterwards I start cleaning the surgery room. Around 11, I always take the dogs out so they can empty their bladder and just sniff around a bit. I always do it around 11. It can be a bit earlier, it can be a bit later, depending on how busy the schedule is that day. Then it was time to clean the surgery room. We had a very dirty surgery, so it was very important that I really clean it well. So I used a lot of disinfectant. I made sure that it really was clean. As you can see, we had a dirty surgery. So this tube needed to be cleaned as well. I first flushed out all the shit that was in there, and then I put it in a basket with soap. Then we took an x-ray that day from a little dog. So taking an x-ray is something I do in between the other things I need to do. So then I needed to finish cleaning up the surgery room. As you can see, we always do a lot of things at once. So I was calling owners and cleaning up. Then at 1:30, it's time for my break, my lunch break, and then it's time to walk the dogs again, let them sniff again, let them do what they need to do. Most of the times I take a bit more time to do that in my break, but still I don't really walk them. As I have 6 dogs, it's not possible anymore to go for real walks during my break, so they go out and they get the time to do everything they need. But normally I would walk for 30 minutes in my break, but that's just not possible anymore with 6 dogs. Then on Monday afternoon, it's time to clean the lab. I'm the one responsible for cleaning everything, and I really like this task. It just is a bit of quiet time for me. I just can focus on cleaning stuff. After my working day, I'll have my dinner. I most of the times do that quite quickly, and then I will go for another round with the dogs. On Monday, I decided to go to the fields just because it's quiet over there, and during my work day, I deal with people a lot, and it's not always fun because people get emotional and might blame you for some things. So I always like to end my day quiet and in peace with myself and my dogs. So that's why I choose to go to the fields. Sometimes I walk in the neighborhood, but you come across people more often than, and I just like to end my day very quiet with my dogs. And then around 11 o'clock, I went to bed. That's late, but that's what happens when you go and walk them. Then after the walking, they still need dinner. Then they need to go peeing again, and then our day is done. So change of plans for today. I wanted to go bikejöring, but the car that brings my bike to the forest wasn't at home. So I'm just gonna prepare the dogs to do some tug of war. If we go man training later today, I always like to let them do something before that, because not all the dogs can work when man training, and I always like to get them their first energy out. So I started my day with my Norwegian class, and now I'm at the fields, and I'm gonna prepare the dogs for a tug of war session. So we're gonna start with Dini. Yeah, Dini, yeah. Yep. So first tug of war match is done, and Lise tugged against Din, and this is the first youngster that completed her first 20-minute session today, and I'm really proud of her because this wasn't the dog that I expected to do this at first, but she managed to do it, so I'm really happy. Now I need to stop Din from killing her toy. Nope, nope. We need to do another session. Wait, Dini, no. Jesus Christ. Dean will do another session against Baltus because she is the best tugging dog I have at the moment, and she loves this game, so she gets to do another round. So I'm gonna bring these to the car. So second set of warm match is done as well. Dean did in total 40 minutes of tugging. That dog is just crazy. Baltus completed his first 20 minutes as well. So, oh, Deanie! Deanie! Oh, schat! Oh, knappe hond! Ja, natuurlijk! So I'm really happy. They are really improving in everything they do. And I'm very surprised that both the youngsters did the first 20 minutes. Oh, stop! Look at this! Oh, Deanie! Hi, Deanie! Deanie! Come! Yeah, I know. She's still not done. Yeah! Dean! Oh, yeah! Oh, you're not done yet. Oh, Deanie. Deanie Peenie. Yeah. Yeah, let me get it. Yeah. Oh, Deanie dog. This is this dog after 20 minutes of tugging. It's crazy. But she loves it. So that's good. But she needs to go back into the car. Yeah. Oh, lekker Dean. Good job. It's Deanie. The three youngsters that do biting work did the first 20 minutes, and I'm really happy with that. I didn't expect them to do this already. We started doing sports more seriously 1.5 months ago. So yes, they did already some things, but not very seriously. So they started doing that 1.5 months ago, and now they are already doing their first 20 minutes. So I'm really happy with that. So now Harry, his turn to do something, and I just gonna work on his biting. Nothing too serious, because he's just not a super fan of biting. He likes to run and chase things, but I still like to see where I can get him. So yes, let's get started with Harry then. After the sporting, before the main trailing, I let all the dogs have a little run on the field. I always like to end a sporting day like this so they just can switch off a bit. Not that they do, but for me it feels like they just can stretch the legs again, get into that different state of mind, and then we go to the main trailing training. Baltus really enjoys this walk. He really has the best time of his life. He really likes to sniff around and just run around. So that's how I end these days. Then on Thursday I got up early and then I went to the forest. My mom brings my bike to the forest, and then I went bikejöring with all the dogs. I put the youngsters next to Berb or Dean, because they are very experienced in bikejöring, and this way they can learn a lot from them. The only one that I did alone was Miel, because Miel isn't very good with Dean, but he grabbed Berb once as well, so that's why I won't put him in front of the bike next to Berb yet. As soon as he's more calm and stable in front of the bike, we will try that. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.